Good morning, everyone, and welcome. My name is Susan, and we're going to do a nice little chair yoga class today. So, I want you to get comfortable in your chair. I just have like a plain wooden chair, so whatever chair you have available to you, all right, as long as it's sturdy enough. So, I'm going to go through the breathing, and this is something I kind of remind you of every time we get together. I know some people are familiar with it, some maybe are not. So the breathing is in through the nose, out through the nose. Nice, long, full, smooth breath. So the hardest part, I should say the most challenging part of our yoga practice is the breathing, but also learning how to relax. And that all comes with time. So don't worry about it, don't overthink it, but don't hold your breath either. And I will always remind you to keep breathing. So that being said, you're going to inhale completely through the nose. Always try and hold your breath suspended for a couple of seconds and then exhale. So once you get a beautiful rhythm going, it's the same breath the whole time we're together. Even when I'm demonstrating and talking, just keep breathing. All right, so now again, we're going to do some gentle stretches here. Take it easy, do what you can, listen to your body. And if there's something we do that's not going to feel good for you, cause you pain, or aggravate a condition, think about it before you try it. And there's always room to make little adjustments so that you can find a place that feels comfortable for you. And if you can't do it, don't worry about it. Just relax and breathe, okay? So let's see what we can do together. So I always start the class with a couple of minutes of breathing, a pranayama, just so that you can relax a little bit, kind of get a little, get your breath going, get a little rhythm going. So now the position of the chair. So I want you to sit back, just relax in your chair, sit back. Now the ankle and knees, just try to make sure they're nice and lined up so that you can relax your legs, all right? So every week I choose a different mudra, and it's a different hand gesture. So if you're not interested in the mudras, just put your hands on your lap, don't worry about it. But that being said, today we're going to sit in Suni Mudra, which is your middle finger representing giving patience and the law of karma. Your thumb represents your ego, so together tip to tip, palm up. Sit back in your chair, relax your shoulders, close your eyes, and let's take a nice long, smooth breath. Relax those shoulders. Now continue on your own personal pranayama for the next 2 minutes. Now's the time to drop your day and settle your mind and to set an intention for your practice today. Focus on any situation in your life that needs guidance from your higher self. It's time to lower the heart rate, lower our blood pressure, and lower our anxiety level. Try to find stillness in mind and body. One more breath. And on the next exhale, I'd like you to bring your hands together. Now, I'd like you to sit nice and tall in your chair. So try to be aware of your posture. Sit nice and tall as best you can. Let's rub our hands vigorously, activate our hand chakra. Hands on your heart center, close your eyes. And let's take a nice long smooth breath together to tune out. Inhale. One more nice long smooth breath. And on the exhale, I want you to drop 3 fingers. So I just want to go back to the breathing quickly before we go any further. I'm going to cue you on your breath. So when I say the next exhale or your next exhale is when we move. We always move on the exhale. So let's take a breath together. Inhale. And now if you can, let's exhale up as high as you can. Now if this bothers your arms or your shoulders, you can bring your arms down a little bit lower if that's easier for you. Now let's reach up, let's wake up that physical body, lengthen, release the spine. Anytime we get into a different stretch or a different position, try it. And again, if it's really not going to feel good for you, come right out of it. Don't be shy. One more breath. On the exhale, I want you to put your hands together. If you can, bring them shoulder height. If you want to bring them down a bit lower, that's okay. I want you to lace your fingers together, palms out. Now, we're going to start working on releasing the upper back and the shoulders. So if you can, all I want you to do is to reach. Just reach out a little bit. You don't have to go far. Try to relax your shoulders while you're doing this and being aware of your posture. You're sitting tall. You don't have to go far. So I don't want you to feel that you have to be aggressive or force your body. You don't have to. Just get into the position. Find a place that works for you, and just, even if you move a little bit, it doesn't matter. One more breath. Next exhale, release the hands, slowly bring them down. Now, I just want you to hold on the very edge of your chair. So now we're going to focus on, this is a version of a seated fish pose. This is specifically for the chest now and the front of the shoulders, so take a breath. Exhale, shoulders up, bring them back. If you can, slide them down. And I'd like you to bring your shoulder blades together. Now, you don't have to ram them together, but bring them together as tight as you can that's comfortable for you. Back is straight, breathe. So this is specifically, like I said, for our chest, really opening up the pectorals, those tight chest muscles, the rib cage, the heart center, and the front of the shoulder of the deltoid. One more breath. Exhale, shoulders up, forward, and bring them down. All right, so now we're going to do a nice move called the caterpillar. This is a counter pose. All I want you to do is just rest your forearm on your lap. Let your hands kind of fall over your knee. And on your next exhale, all I want you to do is just bow your head, just round your back a little bit. Round your spine, round the shoulders, bow your head. You don't have to go far. This is a really nice, very gentle stretch for your back and your spine. Just doing this, and this is called a little caterpillar. One more breath. On the exhale, come up very, very slowly. Now, just keep your hands on up. Let's roll the shoulders out, roll them up. If your shoulders are really tight, if they're really stiff, just do what you can. You know, we're going to do this several times, and the more you do it, you know what, the better they feel. And as you roll the shoulders out, you're really starting to recognize and release the tension that we hold in the shoulders and the upper body, even into the neck. And also increases circulation in the upper body. So just by rolling the shoulders out, it feels pretty good. All right, so now let's sit nice and tall. Relax those shoulders. Just relax your body. Keep your hands on your lap. And we're going to do a gentle neck stretch. So again, if you have issues with your neck or your upper spine, be very gentle and careful. You know what's going to feel good and what's going to not feel good. So remember to listen to your body. So from here, take a breath. On the exhale, all I want you to do is just bow your head a little bit. Always work to what is manageable for you. And one more breath. So this is releasing the top of the cervical spine, back of the neck. On the exhale, all I want you to do is, if you can, just kind of lean your head a little bit over the left shoulder. It's not a very big stretch. It's a gentle release of the right side of the neck. Relax that left shoulder. And as you release those, the little neck muscles are called scalene muscles. They're very small. So it doesn't take a lot for them to be tight and compressed. And if those muscles are tight, that means the nerves, the blood vessels are also tight. By releasing everything, let's roll our head to the back if you can. Increasing the blood flow into your brain, getting that beautiful fresh oxygen, and also helping with your memory, your decision making, and your thought process. On the exhale, if you can, roll your head gently over the right shoulder. Relax the shoulder. It's not a very deep stretch, it's a very gentle release. And then we're going to bow our head one more time. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Keep going. Keep breathing. And on the exhale, come up very slowly. All right. Let's do a shoulder shrug now. So this one here is a really nice, easy way to release tension, those tight shoulders. So take a nice big breath and exhale. Bring them up. Hug your ears with your shoulders as tight as you can. Squeeze. One more breath. Let's see if we can release it. Let it go. Just let them fall. Oh, that feels pretty good. And roll them out. See if you notice a difference. Maybe they're starting to get a little bit looser, but we're going to work on that. All right. Slowly and gently and very carefully is what I want you to move how I want you to move your body. So take it easy. Okay, perfect. Now, so now we're going to work on our lower back a little bit. So this one is called a lower back release. So what I'm going to do, let me show you first. So we're going to take, I'm just going to cross my arms. So the left hand is on the right hand and the left knee, left hand. All right. So what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to squeeze my buttocks. I'm going to suck in my gut, like bring in your belly as tight as you can. And you're going to round your back a bit. And all I want you to do is to look at the floor between your feet. That's it. All right. So this one here is for your lower back. So again, once you get into the position, it doesn't matter which way your hands go, same difference. So again, squeeze your buttocks, or bring up that pelvic floor, squeeze your glutes, suck in your belly, and then we're going to round and we're going to breathe. All right, so ready? Inhale, exhale, squeeze everything, bring in the belly, round your back just a little bit, bow your head just a touch, look at the floor, right between your feet. Squeeze, breathe. And if you find that you want to go deeper, you can round your back a little bit more if you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, but you don't have to go far. One more breath. Exhale, relax your glutes, relax your belly, relax your shoulders, come up. Let's do that again. Now I want you to cross the arms the other way. Exactly the same thing. Now that you've done it once, you'll know where you need to be. So I want you to, on the exhale, engage the buttocks, the pelvic floor area, belly, and roll your back. Ready? Big breath, inhale. On the exhale, squeeze your glutes, pelvic floor area, bring in your belly, round your back, bow your head, and reach. And if you find that you need a deeper stretch again, you can bring up your shoulders a little bit if you want. You'll find you get a nice little extra stretch there. This is a lower back squeeze. One more breath. Or lower back release, I should say. And then release. Come up. Perfect. And roll the shoulders out. Okay, so now we're going to work on that lower back just a little bit more. The next one is called the lower back squeeze. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change my position on my chair so I can give you the actual position to be in. And then I'll come and sit back this way. So what I need you to do is you're going to take your hands and you're just going to put them right here, right on the top of your hip area. And your hands are going to be like this. So what you're going to do here is you're going to kind of squeeze your hands together so you're giving yourself a massage. Bring the elbows back just a little bit. That's it, all right? So once you get into the position, you put your hands there, just kind of squeeze and see where it feels the best for you. And this is called the lower back squeeze. So hands behind, just kind of on your hip area. Fingers are nice and spread, sitting nice and tall. If you find you want to move up in your chair a little bit, maybe move up a little bit so that you have a little bit more room back there. Now make sure that your spine is straight. And let's go. Take a breath. And on the exhale, just kind of bring your hands together. Just squeeze your back a little bit. If you can, bring your elbows back a little bit as well. Breathe. And it's called a lower back squeeze. One more breath. And exhale, release. Now I want you to bring your arms all the way down here, all right? And roll them out. Roll them out gently. Release those shoulders right away. All right, perfect. Now, you can sit back in your chair a little bit. Now, the position in your chair at this point is still ankle and knees are nice and lined up. And make sure, I'd like you to have about half of your thigh off the chair. So let's take a little rest into our mountain Tadasana. So just let your arms hang. You know, always being aware of your posture as best you can, of course. Now this is our mountain pose. This is a resting neutral place. It's also a very static position, so we're not moving. Just let the gravity pull the arms down, sitting nice and tall, and let's breathe right here. Now that you're not moving, I want you to focus on the sensations of the breath. When you inhale, through the nose, of course, you feel your chest rise. Fill that chest. And then you hold your breath for a couple of seconds. And then you exhale completely and you feel your chest sink or lower as you exhale. This is the breath that is calming, it's soothing, it's balancing, and it's so cleansing. So this is a nice place you can come to any time during the class for any reason. If you just want to stop or hang out, or you're really not sure what you're doing, come here to mountain pose and stay here as long as you want. But this is a good opportunity for you to focus on your breath, just to slow it down and just to kind of catch your breath if you feel that you've lost track of it as well. All right, so now we're nice and warmed up, hands on the lap. Let's do a nice shoulder stretch. So you're going to reach out with the right arm, and you're going to take the left hand on the elbow. So this one here, let me show you this one first. All you're basically going to do is you're just going to pull on the elbow and just give yourself a beautiful stretch for the shoulder, the upper back, and the upper arm. Now, depending on how your shoulder feels, some people like to come here, some people like to come here, some people like to come way up here to do it. You're going to find a place that works the best for you. So again, you don't have to tug on it. Don't pull too hard. Move gently. And if it feels good, you can go a little further if you want, or back up if you have to. You'll know when you get to the right place. So shall we go? And now with your right hand, if you want to put it on your shoulder and literally give yourself a hug while you're here, you can do that too. Ready? On the exhale. Now always very gently ease yourself in. And then if it feels good, like I said earlier, you can go a little further or just stay where you are. You're still getting the same stretch. Some people have to go further to really feel it. Some people barely move and they're already there. And one more breath. And shall we release? Exhale, release. Now, let's try this out here. Now again, and I say this every class, my left shoulder gives me a little grief sometimes. So I like to baby it a lot. So with this particular stretch, I come up here and it feels really good. If I do this particular stretch down here, it really doesn't feel as good. So that's why I'm saying that making adjustments. I do it all the time and I find another place that feels good and I still get a nice stretch. So let's try the left arm and pull. Now I can't go very far with this one either, so I don't. That's what I mean. You listen to your body. You know where you need to be. And exhale. I always have to be very gentle and I baby my shoulders so that I don't injure it and I can keep it moving. Now let's roll it out again. Roll it out, roll it out. Lovely. Okay. Okay, so now we're nice and warmed up. We're going to do a version of a sun salutation with folds. There's a lot of different variations of sun salutation, and this is going to be one of them. So we're going to do it together. So now what I need you to do is I need you to kind of sit a little bit more onto the edge of the chair. So what I'm saying is you've got a good portion of your thigh off the chair. And if you wiggle around, your sit bones are still anchored. You're still nicely anchored onto the chair. Ankle and knees are nice and lined up. And that's being aware of your alignment. Everything is nice and straight as best you can, of course. All right, so shall we begin? Let's start with our mountain pose. Put your arms along the side of the body. Now we're going to try and stay in each position for 3 breaths. And we're going to do this twice. Okay, we're going to do it the one way and then we're going to do it the reverse. So just relax, you'll like this one. Big breath. And I want you just to think about how you feel right now. Maybe you're feeling a little calmer, maybe a little bit more relaxed. You can smile if you want. One more breath. Now, inhale, arms up, right here, and stretch. And like I said, if your arms are here and it doesn't feel good, just make a little adjustment. Put them where it feels better, that's all. Stretch it out. Look up to the ceiling. Breathe. One more breath. Now we're going to get our arms into a big V over our head. So come up here like this. Reach. Breathe. Remember, every breath you take is the same. It's long, it's smooth, and complete. One more. On the next exit, exhale a lot. Bring your hands together now and reach. One more breath. A big V again. Reach. Try to relax the shoulders. Keep your back nice and straight if you can. All right, now we're going to start moving those shoulders a little bit more. On the exhale, now I want you to bring your arms shoulder height. Now what I'd like you to do is just lean forward a little bit. Keep your back straight, head level with your spine. Look at the floor. And I'd like you to bring your arms back just a little bit if you can. Not far, just a little bit. Now, from here, we're going to fold over a little bit more. On the exhale, fold over a little bit more. If you can, bring the arms back a little further, if you can. Shoulder height, bring them down a little lower if your shoulders are sore or if it bothers your shoulders. One more breath. Exhale. Now I want you to fold over a further. If you can, go a little bit further. If you can't, stay here. A little bit further, bring the arms down. A little bit lower. One more breath. Exhale, bring the hands down along the side of your calf, the outside of your calf. Now you can go down lower, bow your head around your shoulders. Now, of course, if this makes you dizzy, come up a little higher. Be very aware that this doesn't make you dizzy doing this. And this is a beautiful forward fold, really nice stretch for your spine and your back and your shoulders. So now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do the reverse. So on the exhale, release the hands, bring them out, stay here with your body. One more breath. On the exhale, come up just a little bit, bring the arms with you. Come up a little bit more, bring the arms up with you. Bring them behind if you can. You should be looking at the floor. Your head is level with your spine. One more breath. Exhale, straighten your spine, look forward, bring the arms up into a big V. One more breath. Exhale all the way, hands together. And reach. Breathe. V again. And arms to the side. Reach. Breathe. One more breath. From here, bring them down slowly. Your arms might be a little tired. Bring them down right to mountain. Stay right here. If you need to roll them out if you need to. And let's stay here for 2 more breaths. And that was a version of a sun salutation with folds. Lovely. One more breath. All right. Perfect. Hands on the lap. Roll the shoulders out. Roll them out. Okay, so now let's move along and start working our spine. So from here, you can stay in the same position on the chair if you want. If you want to kind of sit back just a little bit, that's okay too. And still, I want you to have a good half of your thigh off the chair. Make sure the ankle and knees are always lined up. So now we're going to go right into our lovely twist pose. So I'm going to give you 4 different positions for your legs, all right? Even though we're focusing on our spine, we're going to do all kinds of lovely things. So first of all, when we do a spinal twist, basically what you're doing is you're looking over the right shoulder. So again, if you have issues with your back or your spine, be very careful and very gentle. You don't have to whip yourself around. You can move very slowly till you find a place that feels great. It's almost like finding your edge, where it just feels fine, it feels good, but you don't want to go any further. That's what I want you to listen to your body, pay attention to. Now, let's come back to the legs and then we'll keep going. So you can keep your legs the way they are. Left hand on the right knee. And what we're going to do is you're going to hold on just to the, like a little bit of the back of the chair. You're going to be looking over the right shoulder. Now, you can do it this way. If you want to cross the right ankle over the left, hands still in the left hand on the knee, same position, you can do it this way. Crossing at the ankle is a really gentle, basically a static stretch for the whole right side of the leg. Now, I got 2 more places to go. If you'd like to do it this way, cross at the knee, your knees. Lovely. This is a really nice stretch for the side of the whole left or right leg up to the hip. And if you want to go even deeper, this would be considered a seated pigeon pose or a 4-figured position. This is a really deep stretch for the knee, the thigh, and the hip. And I can do my twist pose from here. So you can decide on where you want to have your legs. You don't have to come all the way up here. That's not necessary if it's not going to feel good for you. I'm going to do it this way. So you decide where you want to put your legs. Left hand still comes on the right knee. Remember, we're still working the spine. I'm going to hold on to the back of the chair a little bit. Ready? Relax the shoulders. Take your breath. And on the exhale, look over the right shoulder very gently. Now again, just move a little bit. And if it feels good, and you think, oh, I want to go a little further, push on your knee a bit to the left. You'll get a little bit of a deeper stretch. The same breath, keep breathing, even in a twist pose. So we get into a gentle spinal twist. So this is to really paying attention to our spine, keeping it flexible and supple and strong and balanced. Releasing the nerves, the blood vessels, and the muscles up and down your spine. One more breath. Exhale, release. Now, untangle those legs gently. All right, roll the shoulders out in between if you need to. Okay, so now we're going to go to the left. So again, if you want to keep your legs the way they are, right hand on left knee, left hand, you're going to hold on to a little bit of the side of the back of the chair here. If you want to put your left ankle, you can just relax your legs and do it this way, no problem. If you want to cross at the knee, a lot of people sit this way. Or if you want to go even deeper and do it this way, you can try it that way, all right? So be careful if you do this particular position. Like I said, it's a really deep stretch. Even though we're focusing on the spine, it's kind of externally rotating the knee and the hip, so be careful if you want to try it this way here. I'm going to do it actually, I'm going to cross my ankles for this one here. So, right hand on left knee, left hand on the back of the chair. Take a breath, and on the exhale, look over the left shoulder. Breathe. Maybe this is the side of your body that is a little bit stronger, a little bit more flexible, a little looser, and you can go deeper. Or maybe this is the side of your body that's not quite there. So you just follow wherever feels good. You're still getting the same stretch. We're lengthening, releasing, decompressing the tight muscles, the nerves, the blood vessels. That goes every move we make. One more breath. Exhale, slowly release. Now untangle your legs, roll the shoulders out. Okay, so let's keep going. So now we're going to do our cat and cow. So still focusing on releasing and on flexibility of the spine. So again, stay in this position in the chair if you'd like. So let me show you this one again quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my arms like this. I'm going to inhale up, and when I look up, I'm going to bring my shoulder blades together gently. So it's a little bit of a back bend. So this way here, you're going to really get a beautiful stretch into your chest, opening up the rib cage. And then you're going to exhale. You're going to bow your head, round your shoulders, round your back, and visualize that you're hugging a big giant ball. And you get that beautiful stretch into your back, okay, into your upper back, but especially your lower back. So this is, again, working on flexibility of the spine, getting a really nice release for our spine and our lower back as well. So, shall we go? I'd like to do this 5 times. If you can, inhale up. Exhale, bow your head, round the shoulders, hug your big ball. Follow the breath. Inhale up. Bring the shoulder blades together gently. Open that chest. And exhale. Inhale. Cat and cow. Breath in motion, meditation in motion. Inhale up. And exhale. This is such a beautiful stretch, and let's do one more. Beautiful, gentle. And this will be the last one. Hands on the lap, come up very slowly. All right, perfect. Okay, that felt really good. All right, so right now we're going to take, we're going to move our hands. Let's work on our hands, fingers, and our forearms. So here, if you want, you can sit back a little bit in your chair. So sitting nice and tall again, always being aware of your posture as best you can. If you find that you don't have perfect posture, and a lot of people don't, just do what you can, all right? So, but just be aware of it. So that being said, I want you to bring your arms, just bring them down here and open up your fingers. And I'd like you to bend at the wrist a little bit if you can, and then just slightly turn out to the baby finger. So what we're doing here now is we're focusing on lengthening, releasing, stretching the extensor muscles along the top of the forearm, and by turning your hands slightly out to the baby finger, this way we get the muscles along the side as well. So we get the whole forearm. Relax the shoulders. One more breath. On the exhale, I want you to straighten your hands, bend your elbows, bring your hands up like this. So now we're going to focus on the fingers, the hand, and the flexor muscles here. Right hand fingertips onto the tip of the left, and I want you to push them back very gently. And be very careful. If you have, issues with your wrists, fingers or that, don't go too far. One more breath. On the exhale, let's try this side here. Left fingertips on the tip and just bring them back gently. Just to get that beautiful lengthening, the stretch into the hand, into the wrist, and all the way down. One more breath. On the exhale, release. All right, now we're gonna work those lovely little fingers, I should say. So all I want you to do today, let me show you quickly, is we're just gonna touch each fingertips to the thumb. Now, when you bring your fingertip to your thumb, I want you just to kind of squeeze it a little bit, just to create a little bit of tension, and then you're going to release it. So this is a nice little workout for your fingers, really releasing the tight fingers, lubricating those little joints, all right? So I know a lot of people have issues with their hands and their fingers, so it's very important we keep them moving. So do what you can, all right? So sitting tall, relax the shoulders, bring your hands down. You don't have to have your hands way up here. So, shall we try it together? Ready? We're going to do both hands together. Inhale. Exhale. Index to thumb, pinch it together. And then release it. So try to follow the rhythm of the breath. So you're going to inhale as you bring them together. And exhale as you release. Keep going. If you watch your fingers, you're going to notice that all the little joints tend to articulate. So we're really working those little fingers carefully, of course. Now, when you get to your little finger, we're going to work our way back. So you're going to go backwards. So the fingers get. Breathe. Relax those shoulders. If you find that you want to close your eyes, that helps you relax. You can try this with your eyes closed if you want. And then when you come back to your index finger, open up your hands very gently. And if you'd like, you can stretch them out. Really stretch them out. That feels good. All right. Now, relax your hands, let them hang. And then roll the wrists around gently. Roll them around. If you want, you can play a little piano. Just move them slowly. Really try to articulate your fingers as much as you can. Roll them out. And then shake the hands out. Shake them out. Release those hands. Okay, so now we're going to take a little rest, and then we're going to work the lower part of our body. So we're going to get into our child's pose. So what I need you to do is scooch up on your chair. Now, if you're going to get to the very edge of the chair, I'd like you to open up your legs as wide as you can that's comfortable for you, all right? Now, ankle and knees are still nice and lined up. So when you put your hands on your knees and you press down on your feet and lean forward, you feel good. You're stable, you're anchored, you're not going anywhere. So let me show you two ways for the child's pose. So the child's pose is a resting place, a neutral, and a wonderful full body stretch. So I'm going to show you the full version, and I'll show you a modified version, all right? So the full version is just, make sure you're comfortable in your chair. I'm just going to hang out. Just go down here. Now, if you have vertigo, high or low blood pressure or anything, or a head cold, and you think, no, that's not going to happen for me, then you can try this. Just rest your forearms and just kind of bow your head and just maybe round your back a bit and just kind of hang out there and relax, all right? So, child's pose, Balasana. Shall we try one of them together? And if you prefer not to do them, just stay right here, let your arms hang, and come back to mountain. Take a breath. And on the exhale, and just breathe. Just let gravity pull everything down. Let it all hang out. So now's the time to thank yourself for being here today, taking the time and making the time to be here, right now. For whatever reason brings you here today. Maybe you just want to maybe turn your brain off for a little while. Maybe you want to have a nice little stretch. You know, no thoughts, no cares, no worries, no anxieties, no demands either. Just you. Part of your self-care, your self-soothing, and your well-being. One more breath. On the exhale, I'd like you to come up very, very slowly. Put your hands on your knees. Come up super slow so you don't get dizzy, reversing the blood flow. Lovely. All right, so roll the shoulders out. Okay, so what we're going to do here is, let's stay in this position just a little bit longer. All right, so if you can, have your legs nice and wide. If you find you want to bring them together a little bit, that's fine as well. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a nice goddess side stretch, and I'm going to work the hip a little bit. So let me show you first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rest my left forearm on my left lap very gently. I'll give you a quick demo. I'm going to inhale up, and I'm going to reach. Now, if you can lean a little bit. You can bring your arm with you if you want. This is a beautiful lengthening stretch for the whole right side of your body, a lateral flexion of the spine as well. This you can do with your hand on your hip if that's easier for you, right? So you're going to do this one here, and when you're in this position, you're trying to make sure that your body's nice and straight as you can keep it. What I mean by that is you're not like this. You're not all, tilted forward or all twisted back. You want to keep yourself nice and aligned up. So what we're going to do here, once we do this, then you're going to bring your right hand onto the right knee. You're going to look on the floor in front of your left knee. You're going to push the right knee out till half your foot comes off the floor. That's it. So this is a really nice stretch for in here for the inner thigh and the hip. All right, so let's do it. All right, so roll the shoulders out. Left forearm rested on your lap. Now just come, you don't have to jam it in there. Just rest it very gently. All right, no pressure there. Reach out with the right arm, straighten that body. Ready? Go. Inhale up. Now if you want to stay here, that's fine. If you want to lean a little bit, and if you want to bring your arm with you, it's up to you. As soon as you feel that nice lengthening, that beautiful stretch, stay there. Come, readjust yourself if you have to. Lovely. Beautiful. Breathe. Always remember that yoga is not about the shape of your body. It's about the shape of your life. And one more breath. Exhale. Straighten your spine. Right hand on the right knee. Look at the floor in front of the left knee. On the exhale, I want you to lean forward just a little bit. Push the right knee out just a little till half your foot comes off the floor. See how I am? I'm not leaning very far. I'm just leaning a little bit. My head is level with my spine, so I'm not bowing my head either. Now come back to this leg here. I'm pushing it out gently. Like I said, it's a very gentle release stretch for the right hip and the inner thigh, pelvic floor area as well. One more breath. On the exhale, put the right foot on the floor, put both hands on your knees, come to center, and just stay folded over a little bit. We're going to do a little squat from here. So I want you to keep your hands, bend the elbows. On the exhale, all I want you to do is lean forward a little bit. Keep your head level with your spine, look at the floor. That's it, all you have to do is this. If you want to go deeper, that's up to you. You can lean forward a little bit more. Breathe. On the exhale, come up, push yourself up gently. Take a second, roll the shoulders out, release any tension if you feel it, let it go. Shall we try this side here? Right forearm on the lap. So we're going to do exactly the same thing. So you can decide on where you need to be for this one. Again, if you prefer to put your hand on your hip and lean, you can do it that way. Reach out with the left arm. Let's go, inhale up. And if you can lean a little more if you want. One more breath. On the exhale, straighten your spine, left hand on the left knee. Look at the floor in front of the right knee. Take a breath in on the exhale. When you lean forward just a little bit, push the left knee out till half the foot comes off the floor. That's it. One more big breath. On the exhale, put the left foot on the floor, come to center, both hands on the knees. Let's squat. On the exhale, lean forward. So I've got my hands on my knees. I'm not pushing down on my knees. My hands are gently resting on my knees. I'm leaning forward just a little bit. Getting a nice stretch into your lower back, and even into the inner thighs, into the quads, into the, and up. Perfect. All right, lovely. Roll it out, roll it out. Okay, let's close those legs for a little while. We're gonna open them up a little bit later. So now let's focus on the feet, ankles, and lower legs. So if you want to sit back in your chair a little bit, again, try to keep a good half of your thigh off the chair. So what you're gonna do here is you're gonna get your feet off the floor, just here, not way up here, just slightly. So adjust yourself, make sure you're comfortable. You can hold on to the side of the chair, or if you want, you can have your hands on your lap, it's up to you. All right, so let's work those ankles and the lower legs. So what we're gonna do is a supination, pronation. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna roll until your big toes touch, and then you're just gonna kind of roll them out. It's not a very big movement, all right? So this is kind of nice little articulation for the ankle, working the foot, and again, some lower leg muscles as well. Some shin and a little bit of calf, all right? But let's focus on the ankles. So again, sitting tall, relax your shoulders, decide where you wanna put your hands. I'm holding on to the chair a little bit. Now get the feet off the floor just slightly. Ready? Inhale and exhale out. Focus. Concentrate on what you're doing, on exactly the part of the body that you're working with right now. The rest of your body is completely calm and relaxed. Might even have a little smile on your face. One more time. And that's it. Relax, let your feet come down. Let's come back to mountain. Let your knees fall open, just relax your legs, come back to mountain. Let your arms hang, let gravity pull them down, and breathe. Feel that breath. Surrender to your breath. One more. All right, lovely. So from here, I want you to bring your knees together, and let's get the feet off the floor. All I want you to do now is we're going to do some nice ankle circles, and I want you to wiggle your toes, even with socks on. If you have stockings on, that's fine as well. So here, get the feet off the floor, and I want you to round them out, but I want you to wiggle your toes at the same time, if you can. If you prefer just to wiggle them around and not roll them, that's okay too. But really try to articulate, really move your toes around. Open those toes up, releasing all the muscles in your foot. Roll them out. And if you want to add the fingers and the wrists, and you can play a little piano. If you want to go faster, you can do that. Just really move them around. All right, perfect. There, feet on the floor, walk your feet back. Okay, so now we're going to do a little bit of moving, okay? So I need you to open up your legs again. So I scooch up into the chair. So the middle of the chair should be right here. Wiggle around, your sit bones are nice and anchored. Legs are as wide as you can get them. That's comfortable for you. Ankle and knees are lined up. Do your test. Press down your feet, feeling anchored, feeling nice and secure. Now we're ready to go. Because when you're comfortable, you're confident. If you're uncomfortable, nothing seems to work right. Because I really want you to pay attention to that breath. So what we're going to do here now is we're going to work some hips as well. All right. And we're going to also incorporate some upper body. So let me show you what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a couple of choices here. So first of all, with the upper arms, okay, you can have them. Let me show you first what we're going to do, then I'll give you your choices, okay? So this is one position for the arms. So we're going to bring the legs like this, and you're going to go like this. Open and close. All right? Now, again, this is working some thighs, quads, hamstrings, pelvic floor muscles, of course, hips. Opening up the hips into the glute, your buttock, and into your abdominals as well. Open and close as best you can. If your hips are a little weak or if they give you some grief, you don't have to open them up too high. Just get as much movement that you can manage comfortably. Now with your arms as well. If this is uncomfortable for you, put your arms out like this and do it this way. All right? So you can decide on where you want to do your arms and how wide you want to open your legs. Again, a very gentle hip opener. All right, so I think I'll have my arms. I'll stick my nose nice and straight here. Feet off the floor. Ready? Inhale, open. And close. Exhale. And again. Back is straight. One more. Now the next time you open, I want you to stay. Breathe. One more breath. And close. Feet on the floor, hands on your lap, roll the shoulders up. If your arms are a little tired, roll them out. Okay, lovely. So now we're going to do a nice little move called the lumberjack. So again, open up those legs a little. This is the last time for that. Open them up, wiggle around, make sure you're comfortable. Feet are nice and anchored, ankle and knees are lined up. So the lumberjack pose or the lumberjack move is designed to really invigorate you, wake you up, get your motor running, really, okay? So let me show you first. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to lace my fingers together. I'm going to inhale up. Now you can reach up if you want. You can do a bit of a back bend. And I'm going to exhale, I'm going to lean, and I'm going to just swing down, and then I'm going to push myself up. Now again, this one here, when you swing down, go as low as you want. Be careful if it's going to make you dizzy. When you do one, you're going to know where you need to be, or skip it all together. Ankle and knees are lined up. When you come up, push down on your feet, and that'll help you come up. So this is designed to, like I said, really wake you up. It's an energizer. Let's go, lumberjack, 4 times if you can. Inhale up, and exhale, swing. Push yourself up, nice and strong. And you can feel it working your spine, strong legs. Do a few of these in the morning, that'll wake you up. And up. One more. And up. And that's it. Arms down, slowly and gently. Roll it out, roll it out. All right, so let's get back to child's pose from here. So if you can, keep your legs where they are, and let's rest. So again, the child's pose, if you find that you're comfortable and hang out here, if it's really not going to feel good for you, again, put your arms here and just bow your head and round your back. So let's get back to child's pose and take a little rest. All right, ready? And exhale. And just let it all go. Just let it go. Release everything. Feeling strong, feeling relaxed, feeling agile, calm, peaceful. One more breath. On the next exhale, slowly bring yourself up. Reverse the blood flow so you don't get dizzy. Come up really slowly. Okay, let's prepare for our closing Savasana. Meditation, relaxation, reflection time. However you choose to bring this into your practice today. Bring those legs together. Now you can sit back, scoot back in your chair, and now you can finally sit back in your chair and relax, all right? So I want you to find a place in your chair where you can just let it all go. You can rearrange your legs, let your arms hang, it doesn't matter. But, without literally sliding off your chair. So just relax in your chair, close your eyes, but I really want you to keep your breath going a little bit longer. Now that you don't have to move anymore, no more moving, just rest. Close your eyes, and let's take a minute to thank ourselves for our practice today. Let's rest in Savasana position, offer our body, our mind, and our soul the opportunity to absorb our experience. This is the time to absorb the benefit of your practice and to rest with a calm mind, open to the exploration of self-love. This week, let's practice true acceptance by embracing and appreciating our body as it is right now, and no longer feel that we need to alter it to be worthy of someone's love, most especially our own. Let's learn to love all the parts of ourselves. If we don't love them, let's change them. If we can't change them, then we need to accept them as they are. Let's remind ourselves that our perception has no bearing on how our body actually looks. So why not choose the ease of acceptance rather than the pain of rejection? When faced upon a challenge, don't forget you always have a choice. You can change it, accept it, or walk away from it. But you can't walk away from your body. So either you change it or you just need to accept it the way it is. Let us take some time to embrace the silence in the room and in our minds, and let's go to that place within ourselves that speaks to us, where the stillness holds the proper questions and all of our answers, our truth and our identity. Let's close our session today with our own personal reflection of the Serenity Prayer that encourages us to accept the things we cannot change, to seek the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And one last note, your value does not decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. Sat Nam. Let your mind, your body, and your soul absorb the vibrations of the bells, bringing your own energies to its appropriate frequency. Slowly bring yourself back into the room, back into your space. And wiggle your fingers and toes to bring life back to your body. And when you're ready, I'd like you to bring yourself back to a nice straight seated position. So again, being aware of your posture. The more you're aware of your posture, the easier it gets. And as you get on in your practice as well, you're strengthening your body, releasing the tight chest, strengthening your abdominals, your obliques, the muscles in your back, which really helps a lot with your posture as well. So that being said, let's bring our hands together. Let's rub vigorously, activate our hand chakra. Hands on your heart center, close your eyes. Let's take a nice long smooth breath together to tune in. Inhale. One more big breath. Shanti, Shanti, peace, peace. May love and light be with you always. Namaste. All right, beautiful. All right, we're all done. That was nice, very nice. I hope you feel good. I love chair yoga. It's just nice to kind of get you moving and kind of release everything without actually getting off the chair. And this is for anybody, in anywhere, in any kind of chair, right? So if you're sitting around waiting for an appointment or, waiting for a long time at the airport, anything like that, or sitting on a bus, anything, move your ankles, wiggle around a little bit. It's good for you, all right? So thanks again for joining me. My name is Susan, and it's always a pleasure to be here. We will, those of you who do come to my classes, we will be resuming them on October 28th, finally, where I'm working. Their renovations are pretty well done, so we get back to in-person classes again soon. So again, have a lovely day, and we'll see you soon.